26th, voters get a special election to finish the term. After March 26th, the regular June primary and November general election would decide who takes over. And with top deputy mayors already quitting, Williams' team is using this uncertainty to show that he is ready to step in. Williams says his job is clearly to keep the city steady until voters pick the next mayor. And with Adams under so much pressure right now, his camp is making sure New Yorkers know and that they see him as a ready candidate to lead. Steve?
Yeah, all right. Thanks, Duarte. Let's get some context now. On this very busy Friday night in politics, I spoke to a Democratic strategist and a local political writer to get their takes. Take a listen.
It's very clear that Mayor Eric Adams, he's a very unreliable narrator. We, as the audience, cannot take his words as they come out of his mouth. And quite frankly, it looks like Mayor Eric Adams, while he's looking for his next opportunity, he is really relishing this moment, trolling his opponents, Cuomo and Mamdani, and really soaking up every last moment of attention the media gives him. Because look, honestly, whether next year he's going to be working in the Trump administration or being a commentator on the conservative publication, Eric Adams is just not going to generate this type of media attention next year when he's not mayor anymore. And so look, he's just soaking it all in.
I think this is a godsend to Zohran Mamdani because you have all these headlines of Trump wanting Andrew Cuomo to be the candidate, right? But now you have that, but you also have Adams remaining in the race defiantly. You have Curtis Lee was not going anywhere, so I think it's a huge win for Zohran Mamdani. I think this whole situation has kind of put Andrew Cuomo in quite a pickle, right? He's been noticeably quiet this week, right? Because he can no longer deny that Trump is favoring him, right? That this is just kind of an issue that will really harm him with the Democratic base. And I think Curtis Lee was probably having a great time, right? Because all the focus is on Eric Adams and his corruption, whether will he or won't he leave. But Slee was out there. He opened a campaign office today in Brownsville. Like Nicole Malliotakis was tweeting in support of him that the Republicans should rally around him. So I think all three are kind of using it relatively to their advantage.
And mayoral candidate Andrew Cuomo meeting with the Reverend Al Sharpton this morning. The former governor posting this photo of the two. Sharpton had recently urged Cuomo to drop out after his loss to Mamdani in June, but today Cuomo alluded to an endorsement should Adams drop out.
He wanted to challenge me in so many words that I had said that he should drop out and give the mayor one-on-one race with Mamdani. I told him we'll see if the mayor drops out. I don't know the mayor drops out.
Sharpton also slammed President Trump for allegedly trying to meddle in the election. And if you can't get enough of New York City politics in the mayor's race, you can watch Battleground NYC, the fight for your vote, hosted by SE Cup. It streams every weeknight at 7 on the Fox local app. And be the first to know whenever there are updates on the mayor.
And that was the coverage from Fox 5 New York, the top of their newscast to really showcase the battle that is brewing for New York City mayor. Now I want to play out just the brief remarks from Mayor Eric Adams a little bit earlier today.
Caucus, I want to speak directly to you. There has been so much speculation, communications, announcements of what I'm doing, no matter what I have stated over and over again publicly. So I want to be clear with you. Andrew Cuomo is a snake and a liar. I am in this race, and I'm the only one that can beat Mamdani. Andrew has had a career of pushing black candidates out of races. You've heard me say it over again. Carl McCall, Charlie King, David Patterson. This is his career that must stop with me. This city can't go backwards, New Yorkers. This is a city that I inherited, where crime was out of control, COVID, no one wanted to be on our subway system. We watched what happened in housing. The reason people are having these conversations is because I made this city safe. I committed myself and dedicated myself to a city that I love. And I'm going to continue to do that. This polo shirt that I'm wearing that says Eric Adams, Mayor of the City of New York, I'm going to wear that for another 4 years. We can't go backwards. We can't have a city that's filled with encampments like I inherited. We can't have a city where crime and guns are on our streets like I inherited. We can't have a city where unemployment was high across the city, but specifically for black and brown communities like I inherited. While children were not getting a quality education like I inherited. Where low-income people were not receiving the support they deserve like I inherited. What we have done in 3.5 years shows why we have to continue the success we have. I have two spoiled brats running for mayor. They were born with silver spoons in their mouths, not like working class New Yorkers. I'm a working class New Yorker. They are not like us. They've never had to fight. They never had to struggle. They never had to go through difficult times like you and I had to go through, New Yorkers. This is such a pivotal and important period, and we have to get it right. And so there's a lot of reports that I'm in Washington on Monday. Those reports are wrong. I'm not. I'll be moving throughout this city in the 5 boroughs that made me mayor in the first place. I'm running for re-election. And I'm going to tell New Yorkers every day why I believe I should be the mayor of the city of New York in 2026. And yes, I hear the polls, I hear the comments, I hear the pundits, but those are the same polls that stated 8 weeks after that Andrew Cuomo was up by 36 points. And even his poll had him up by 10 points. Those are the same polls that stated he was going to walk into becoming the mayor of the city of New York, who he believes is a consolation prize because he made the determination to step down. I'm running, and I'm going to beat Mandani, and I'm going to continue the success that this city has witnessed. And yes, there's many challenges. And yes, I hear it over and over again. It's almost Groundhog Day, folks. How many times have I been told throughout this journey to step aside, to surrender, to give up, to give in? That's the same thing we tell everyday New Yorkers. Everyday New Yorkers are not giving up, are not giving in, are not surrendering. And so the mayor is not going to do that. The voters will determine who's the next mayor of this city. And I will respect the outcome from the voters. I love this city, and I gave this city my all, and I'm going to continue to give them my all every day. And New Yorkers, you'll decide. Do you want a working class mayor that's like you, one who struggled like you, one who lived in poverty like you, one who wondered where your next meal will come from like you? Or do you want 2 individuals who had it all and decided that the elitists would run the city and not a working class mayor? That's the decision.
Mike Page here. Thanks so much for being with us on Live Now from Fox. I'll be with you for the next 4 hours, bringing you some of the day's biggest top stories and headlines. And really, one of the big headlines that we had today was the U.S. economy adding only 22,000 jobs as labor market stalls a bit, a sign that the economy is rapidly cooling as President Trump's tariffs put pressure on America's businesses. So a weaker summer labor market flashes this warning sign. We want to go out to the very latest Fox News' Rebecca Castor with a breakdown.
New data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows the job market is losing steam. The U.S. added a mere 22,000 jobs last month, coming in below expectations. And unemployment ticked up slightly to 4.3%, its highest in nearly 4 years. Trump officials, though, still see some good things.
Well, 22,000 jobs underperformed just a bit, but it's still in the positive. Almost 500,000 jobs have been created since the president took office. It's going to take some time.
After firing the head statistician last month, the president expressed doubts over the jobs data and says the so-called real numbers will come after investments from major companies start rolling in.
When they start opening up, you're seeing, I think you'll see job numbers that are going to be absolutely incredible. You're going to see job numbers like our country has never seen before.
For the first time since before the pandemic, there are more unemployed people than job openings. In a statement, Senator Elizabeth Warren calls it disastrous and is demanding the Federal Reserve cut interest rates. She says Trump's immigration policies are shrinking the workforce, and his chaotic tariffs are slowing down hiring. If Trump won't reverse his harmful policies, the Fed should act to protect American jobs.
We expect this number will be revised up. That's been the pattern over and over.
This weak jobs report strengthens the case for the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates at its next meeting later this month. In Washington, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
All eyes definitely on that meeting later this month, and it really looks like now the case is definitely made. Already the market was pricing this in to have a cut, but now we'll see if the cut goes beyond maybe a quarter basis point there. So we'll be keeping an eye on that for you as well. All right, let's continue to talk about this. I want to bring in my next guest to help break it all down. This is Justice Parmar, the CEO and founder of Fortuna Investment. Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Mike, great to see you, my friend.
Yes, great to have you on. All right, so let's talk about it. So the numbers come out, and the market liked it in the beginning before they had a sell-off. So what was going on? Were the algos just a little bit confused?
Well, I think it's really important to I guess, identify a couple. This is, these numbers come out once a month. I think it's really important to actually take a step back and look at the big picture. And the big picture is the economy is actually quite healthy. The 4.3% unemployment over the last 15, 20 years, it's kind of at the low end of that range. So the employment's actually not too bad. Was there a slight uptick? Sure. I mean, the jobs weren't quite as good as we want. But overall, I think this is actually a very good thing because to your point, I think it's actually going to force Jerome Powell's hand to make that quarter point that's been long overdue.
And we've heard time and time again, President Trump really putting the pressure on Powell, really these last couple of months, calling him too late. Do you think, in fact, Powell is too late?
Unequivocally. I mean, if you go back a couple of years, he was too late to increase the interest rates. He was 6 months too late. Some people argue it was a very political move because he wanted to be reelected. That's not my place to say. But what I do know is the economy does need a little bit of relief, right? I mean, if you look at, a full percentage cut, I'm not suggesting there's going to be a percentage cut, but every percentage cut of interest rates, that saves our deficit almost $500 billion. And not only the federal deficit, but it saves taxpayers like you and I, Mike, in our pocketbooks. We all have mortgages, we all have cars, we've got, all sorts of things that we're borrowing against. And so it's really imperative that these rates start to come down. They've been held up artificially high for way too long, and there is no inflation. The inflation numbers are coming in around 2%.
Yeah, and this is the messaging that President Trump had there. Jerome, too late, Powell. Should have lowered rates long ago. As usual, he's too late there. So he put that out a little bit earlier this morning. I also want to get your take, when we do hear from Jerome Powell later this month here, we're already thinking about the quarter, but could it be a half point?
I don't think so. I think it's anywhere from he doesn't actually lower them at all. I think that's going to be a bad case, but I could see that just given his track record and his history. But I do think it's going to be a quarter point. I think maybe, he's very slow. He's pragmatic.
You gonna let it out now?
I think the next meeting, maybe they hold packed. And if we're lucky, that third meeting, you get another quarter point. But I can't see him being that aggressive where he makes a half.
It's funny till he starts swinging it back in this bitch.
During this administration.
Yeah.
That's such good intel right there. And what's the reason
Angel, let me hit that.
That's what everybody says.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, I mean, he's very aware. He takes his hand. He's very subdued. He's very reserved. Then you heard that? He's been doing this a long time. So he makes sure he doesn't take his hand one way or another. So
thank you.
Yes, they are.
See him
we might throw up.
But what I do know is, I think, his time's limited, right? He's out in Maine. That's only 8 months away. So he's
Hey, I feel like he's capping.
No, fast.
He looks like he's like,
I said,
please
drive slow. He said,
psych.
I know people don't really
he's capping.
But, he's got a lot of pressure on him to maybe do some of the right things, to cut a few times, and really pass the economy off to somebody else in really strong hands.
All right, when I throw up, it's
before you hold on here, I want to play out just some sound from President Trump earlier today talking about these jobs numbers. Let's listen in.
Angel for sure.
Angel, Jaylene is still growing. Yeah, I know Jaylene is still growing.
But the other thing is, there's so many different elements aren't included yet. One of the things we learned that the hard way, watching over the last few months, and the corrections that people have been making. They say you're losing jobs, and then they say, but we have a correction. 100,000 jobs are missing. They usually had a correction once of 850,000 jobs. But I'll let Kevin just speak about that a little bit, because I heard him speaking about it this morning. I thought he did very well.
Thank you very much, sir. If you look at the indicators, capital spending boom, industrial production, and all that.
I came back in the room, we were like, is that what he did? Like, he said, like, Smith smell. Oh my god. Bro, when y'all brought him in, he said, where is Andrea? I said that, no answer. Which one did I mean, though? The main hell. Where is it? You have a hoodie? Hey guys, I think they sell bikes to the airport. I might need to buy a Nike and Nike lounge here.
You said some work bags.
Oh yeah. Some left powder dough.
Hey, there's barf bags on the plane.
What's powder dough?
Yeah, some left powder dough is on the table. That was me. Y'all can have it because y'all can have it. I don't want it. Who want it?
Wait, Bryce, give me a sound. It's just now.
Julian said, can we have silence?
Jimmy.
It's your fault. It's your fault. He said, I don't want to hear anything.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Jules is the one that was making this chug. Guys, please. Chug these buzz balls.
Gentlemen, on the mix.
Don't say the B word. Hell no.
Hey, no lie, y'all see. Like, y'all reek about me.
Hell yeah.
So, who do we all think is the most? Who do we all? I think Jaylee wins that battle. I think Jaylee wins that battle.
They're talking about gate D25. That's all the way across the airport.
D25. Boarding at 7:49.
I'm gonna say this now. Mom and Daniel, thank you so much.
Turned down for what? You said shots at the airport?
Don't say the S word.
Tequila? Tequila?
What time it is? What time is it?
Tequila?
Oh, I'm seeing different types of
I got like 3 more.
Jaylee is just freaking laughing at everything. Angel got the hiccups. Julie regrets everything.
Julian's face is
Hey, what's that?
You're getting out in 30 seconds.
Please. Master, we do appreciate you, sir.
On the floor.
We really do appreciate you. It was a wild ride. You didn't listen to me.
You're so